Welcome back to PCTV News. We have a special sports segment here today with famous baseball player that lives right here in Havisham County. Here's Joseph Morris with PC Sports.
To start off our sports today, reporter Brock Bennett had the privilege to sit down with former Yankees pitcher Roger Erickson. He interviewed him about many things, but one thing they touched on was how Mr. Erickson was doing to give back to his community.
I want to set up the commercial type cages where I'd put machines in, and you can just come in and feed the machines and hit off the machines. That way, anyone who wants to just come in and take a few rounds of hitting, they can get some practice in.
Along with baseball, our men's baseball team rallied back to win the series against William Peace after losing the first game of the series. The Lions scored 7 runs while William Peace only scored 2. The final game started off slow with the first run not posting on the scoreboard until the bottom of the 4th. This win leaves the Lions 19-13 overall and 15-12 in conference play. The Lions have one more USA South series remaining, and that will be against Greensboro College. On to the men's tennis team. They had their 4th straight win this past week against Averett. They are the 4th seed going into the USA South Conference this weekend in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Along with tennis, the Lady Lions are also on a hot streak, getting their 3rd straight win. This put the Lady Lions 6th in the conference, clinching a spot in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Speaking of Rocky Mount, the golf team will also travel this week to the USA South Conference tournament for their first time since the Lions entered the USA South. They will be the 6th seed behind the 3rd and 4th ranked teams in the nation. The Lions lacrosse team faced an upsetting loss against the Huntington Hawks, pushing their record to 8-4 for the season. They will now head to the Southeast Independence Lacrosse Championship. Logan Ruck was named USA South Lacrosse Rookie of the Week. Congratulations, Miss Ruck. This gives the ladies lacrosse team a recognition from the conference office for the 10th time this season. Last but certainly not least, the ladies softball team clinched the 7th seed spot out of the 8th in the USA South tournament. They ended the season at 13-11, tied with 4 other teams, and managed to slip in. Good luck to all the Lions going to the USA South tournament this week. Reporting for PC Sports, I'm Joseph Morris.
Piedmont had an extremely busy and fun weekend. It was their annual alumni weekend, packed with a lot of events. Haley Hall has more on this story.
Piedmont had their annual alumni weekend. Amy Hansen was in charge of the weekend and planned many events for our visitors. On Friday, they had the campus tour, even though it was still raining and had bad weather. President Mellichamp hosted the 40th and 50th reunion celebration reception. Piedmont's theater put on the play Cuckoo's Nest on the center main stage. Saturday, they started off the day early with a breakfast at Brookside with coffee and donuts. Next, there was an Alumni Association annual meeting. At noon, they hosted the Hall of Fame luncheon. That night, they hosted the Alumni Awards dinner. The performance of Cuckoo's Nest performed again at 7:30 p.m. On Sunday, the day was filled with soccer games with the alumni playing the teams of 2015. Most of the returning players brought their friends and family to enjoy this event. It was a competitive event to say the least. I interviewed some soccer players, and they had this to say about the weekend of craziness.
I, for one, really enjoyed the alumni weekend we have here at Piedmont College. Obviously, our game was today, and we had close to 20 guys show up, which the men's soccer coach was saying is a record. It's the most we've ever had show up. And I think that really says a lot about the soccer program we have here at Piedmont. It's kind of a true testament to that, because all these guys are willing to come back to the school for a day and bring their families back. A lot of them have their families, their wives and kids and stuff, to just kind of hang out for the day. And it's a really good opportunity to have these players and old teammates and old friends and everything all kind of reconnect with one another and just really have a good time. I had the opportunity to ref the game today, so I was out there with them while they were all playing, obviously. And it did get a little competitive at times, which was fun, but I think for the most part it was just really just a light atmosphere. It was a lot of fun, and I really think all the guys enjoyed doing it, which is why they continue to come back year after year.
I felt that this year's alumni weekend was full of a lot of people, but I felt that it was disorganized and the parking was limited. Alumni weekend this year was really fun. I'm on the soccer team, and so only 5 alumni showed up, And Petey, our soccer coach, made us split up and play with them too. And it was a lot of fun getting to know all the alumni that ranged from 21 to 35. Overall, it was fun, and the games were a lot of fun, and getting to know them was great.
The weekend was a success. Reporting for PC TV, I'm Haley Hall. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Haley. Now time for the big announcement. The results are in. The Piedmont Lions' new name is Leo. Voting ended April 11th. Some of the runners-up were Landry, Petey, Kovu, and Mumford. And now that the Lion has a name, soon he'll be looking for a heart. So if you've got Piedmont pride, be on the lookout for mascot tryout dates. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Shelby Whitehouse takes us behind the scenes in an insane asylum with Piedmont College Theater Department show One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
We will be right back after this commercial break.